Really excited to be here. This is my first experience with Arch Madness, and boy, I've been really impressed so far. The conference staff just does a terrific job, and our guys. It's been a real journey for these guys, and especially these two guys here sitting next to me and our team. And it's been fun to really play meaningful games here in February and March. But we've worked all year to put ourselves in position to come down to this tournament and compete, and we're looking forward to it. I know beating any team in this league is very, very difficult to do, and that'll be no different tomorrow, Friday, a Bradley team that's very well coached and is very good. And so we've got our work cut out for us, and we're really looking forward to the challenge. And this is what you live for as a coach and player, and I think this team will be ready to roll.
Right here, Dave.
Nico, Darryl Brown has been declared able to play tomorrow. I know that doesn't surprise you based on what you said the other day, but if you could just speak to what he means to that team based on the 2 times you've seen him this year.
I mean, he's an explosive player. He can really, really score the ball, but not just score the ball. He creates a lot of dribble penetration for that team. He also creates a lot of shots for others, too. And so he's a dynamic player. He plays with a swagger, a chip on his shoulder, and I think he's a huge key to their team. So you know me, I knew all the way he was going to play. I wasn't paying attention to any of the stories and all that stuff like that. He was going to play. So that's how we've been preparing all week. And obviously he's a key piece to their team. And they've got a lot of good players, but I'm not surprised at all. And he's been difficult for us to guard the first 2 times we played.
Yeah, on the aisle here.
This is the first time, I think, since 2008 that you guys have avoided Thursday. I know, obviously, it's year 1 for you, but getting over that hump, how much more does that give you guys a chance to make a run, not having to play that first game?
I mean, I think it's, again, I guess I don't know the what it's like in the past, but you almost have to. My second year at Furman, we were able to do. We made it to the championship game, having to play 4 games in 4 days. But it's incredibly difficult, and you want to give yourselves the best chance possible to have success in this tournament, and that's getting the best seed that you can. And clearly, you want to avoid the Thursday game and give yourself a chance to have to play 3 in 3 days. So I think that's key for every team and every coach. And we never talked about it this year at all, not once during the season, and maybe a lot of other people did. But we just wanted to, play our best, and clearly we've been able to do that and put ourselves in good position. So I like where we're at. Like I said, every game's going to be really, really difficult, but I think our guys have put themselves in a good spot.
We'll go on the aisle, then we'll go to Dave.
Reed, what kind of gives you guys confidence you can come down here and do some damage?
We have an experienced team, and we know we've been, obviously, a lot of us have been here 3 times, but it was on Thursday. And going into this, we have a lot of confidence knowing with all of our experience that we can make a big run, and this is our last chance to. So I know that's going to be the extra motivation, especially in our seniors' heads. This is the last time we have a shot to play together and a shot to make a run. So with that built in and all of the confidence we built up over the season, knowing that we can beat anyone in this league and it's going to be a tough battle, we're going to go into this game with the right mindset.
Reed, you've really scored well down the stretch here, and I don't know what your average is, but it's been pretty high. What changes, have you made any changes in your game, or how would you attribute your scoring surge here toward the end of the season?
I don't think it's a change much. I just think down the stretch, just confidence building and knowing that every time we play is one less chance to be out on the floor with our guys. So just that mindset of having that extra motivation, like I said before, behind us, and knowing that everything's on the line almost every game. So it's just that extra motivation and push to try and win every single game. So I don't think much changed. I think it's credit to our teammates to have confidence in me again, and just being able to step up and make plays down the stretch for us has been key. And everyone's gonna have to be able to do that tomorrow for us to be successful, and then the rest of the tournament.
Back to the aisle. Yep.
CJ, you guys have been able to do some things this season that, this hadn't been done in this program a while. The confidence that you guys have built over the course of the conference schedule and this season as a whole, how much does that feed into coming here and feeling like you guys can make a run and do some damage?
I think that's very important. Well, obviously, March is a totally different animal, but I think the regular season and the conference season is when you build that confidence to know that, you can get it done on a night-to-night basis, and that's something we'll be riding, going into this first game. A lot of things we had success with, we'll try to duplicate them, and things that we didn't maybe have success with in the season, we clean them up before we get to this tournament and, focus on those to have success going forward.
In the back.
Coach, I think everybody knows the impact that Reed can make on the scoreboard. Can you just remind everybody the impact that Mick McGlynn and Graham Woodward can have in the game tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. Those guys, I mean, Nick is, in my opinion, he was on the, most improved team. I think he's one of the most improved players in the league, and he has been in the program too. And, we're a small team. We know that. Nick can give us an inside presence, on the glass, his energy. He has ability to change and block some shots. And when he's playing well, we're clearly a different team. And Graham Woodward's the same way. That's a veteran kid. I mean, he's a kid who's been in a lot of games, a lot of situations, and has made big shots and has been in crucial moments. And those guys are huge keys to what we do. And the key for us, like every team, it's not just Reed or CJ. We're going to, everyone's going to have to be ready to contribute and play at a high level for us to be successful. But we've done that at times this year, and why not now?
Oh, question here, Dave. Go ahead.
Reed, you were named Scholar Athlete of the Year again. I think that's 3 in a row. What does that mean to you? And I know that your major calls for a high grade point average, but can you kind of speak to being a student athlete?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the big reasons I came to Drake was the academic part of being recruited as a student athlete. And I think early on I knew that I wanted to pursue academics at a high level as well as athletics. So it's a testament to our school and our pharmacy program as well as my coaches and my teammates being able to allow me to do both. So it's definitely been a balancing act throughout the 4 years, but I definitely have had some help along the way and have people to thank for that. But it's definitely just become part of my daily routine as being an athlete at Drake. And everyone else on our team I'm not alone. Everyone else is pursuing academics at a high level, and that's just part of our program. So it's definitely a cool experience to have that, as well as it's just part of who we are. So it's definitely awesome.
Reed was self-proclaimed a 3-time Nerd of the Year in the SoCon. I mean, sorry, in the Valley. So I thought that was really neat on his part. But we've got 4 guys, on that all-scholar team, and to play the way that they've played and to do that is really a testament to these kids and who they are.